Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. We've got a new archetype to look at, but first we have a couple of stragglers, both from Alliance Insight, and I think there might still be some more Supreme Darkness retrains or something, or TCG exclusives, but first let's check out this Alliance Insight Evil Hero card. There's just one of it. So let's see what it does. Evil Hero, Vicious Claws. Level 7 Dark Fiend effect monster, 2500, 2500. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per duel. So it has to be good, right? It's going to be a good effect. You can target one hero monster on the field, special summon this card from your hand in defense position. If you do that, monster gains 300 attack. Okay, so this is a pretty decent extender. I'm okay with this. If a monster you control destroy a battle or card effect, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. Then if you have a monster in your graveyard that mentions Dark Fusion, you destroy one card in the field. Huh. That seems alright. This seems like a pretty decent card, actually. I mean, like, the second effect is only okay, but I think that's all it needs to be, is okay. Because the first effect is a good extension effect. Yeah, this seems alright. Sure, why not? Alright, next up, two Premium Pack 3 remakes in Alliance Insight. Maybe there isn't anything for Supreme Darkness. I could be wrong on that. Alright. Serpent Knight Dragon, the Wicked Dragon. I almost said Wicked Knight, because there's up here, Evil Knight Dragon. Doesn't matter. I don't care about your stupid fake name for the card. Stop showing me that. Anyways, Serpent Knight Dragon, the Wicked Dragon. This is a card name on a similar level with Cursed Dragon, the Cursed Dragon of Dragon Curse, or whatever the heck it's called. Cursed Dragon, the Cursed Dragon, I think is what it is. Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. That's what it is, right? Or the Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic. You know, really weird, really redundant naming. All right. But we finally got a retrain of Serpent Knight Dragon. People have been wanting this for quite a while, so let's see what it does. 2350, 2350, 2400 defense. You can use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You contribute one other dark monster from your hand or field, special summon this from your hand. That's not bad. If this card is destroy a battle, you can target one monster opponent controls, send it to the grave, you can special summon this card. Why does it do that? Why does it have a battle trick or a battle float? A battle float. Okay, sure. That's all it does. I guess it is a level 7 extender. So that's something, I guess. Firewing Pegasus, the Crimson Heavenly Horse. Level 6 Fire Beast, 2250, 1800 defense. You can only use special summon this card with the first effect of this card's name per turn. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, it could attack directly this turn. Okay. It's a bad Cyber Dragon. That's cool. Let's keep going. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you can inflict damage to them equal to this effect's chain link number times 300. If you do, this card can destroy a battle or card effects activated before this effect in chain. That's so weird. It's a chain burn support card? Who's playing chain burn in 2025? Simo? I mean, it does protect it from destruction by card effects that are earlier in the chain. So that's like something you can use it to react to. But like, that's like worse than just saying it can't be destroyed by card effects. And then it has like a fucking Pankratops. It's not exactly a Cyber Dragon. It's more of a Pankratops summon condition. We're a little bit beyond that at this point in the game. I think these cards would have been good like 5 years ago, maybe. Yeah, probably 5 years ago. I could see them being good. All right, next up, new Dinosaur card. Dinosaur could really use some good cards here, but I think the thing that Dinosaur needs is actually not more end board pieces. Dinosaur has like a crazy end board. Dinosaur needs more consistency and ability to play through hand traps and interaction. Like, why would I go for a rank 4 Ixies in Dinosaur when I could literally make any of the Evolzars? Let's find out. Ferociously Angered Sabersaurus, a rank 4 dinosaur, 2000 attack, that's pretty bad, 600 defense, 2 level 4 monsters. I know there's no reference to Sabersaurus, but still. It's generic though, so it could be played in Ryziel, so maybe it's actually good. You can only use the first and second extra card name once per turn. You can detach a material from this card, destroy a dinosaur monster in your hand or face-up field, change the battle position to one monster on the field. Okay. At the start of the damage step, if your other dinosaur monster battles, you can destroy this card. If you do destroy that dinosaur gains 2,000 attack at the end of the battle phase. Okay, so this card's really bad. It's like a bad way to make your Ultimate Conductor Tyranno like win even more, win more, you might say. The other effect is a way to pop baby. Oh my god! Wait, you can pop baby with this card? Oh my god! Dinosaur doesn't have enough ways to pop babies. Holy shit, dude! That's crazy. We gotta stop this, dude. We have to stop printing cards that say destroy a dinosaur monster. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. At least let me destroy it from the fucking deck. So that's not good. That's not good. Not even in Ryziel, because it's too specific to dinosaurs. Okay, we got a new Link 3, and it's a Dogu. I actually got to see some Dogus at the National Museum when I was in Japan. That was really cool. These guys are neat. I like them. Dogurado, the Moving Stone Relic. Link 3, Earth, Rock. Ooh, you know, rocks could really use some good cards, so this might be interesting. 2+ monsters, including a rock, so it's specific to rocks. You can only use the first and second of this card's name once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can target a rock monster in your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to that monster's. Bad. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target one other monster on the field with attack equal to or less to this card's. This card loses attack equal to that monster's, and if it does, destroy that monster. Oh, I get it. It's like a bad pop effect. You know, for a Link 3 monster, you could just print a pop effect, right? You do know that, right? For a Link 3 monster that requires you to stay in rocks, you can print a better card than this. Why doesn't it just pop the monster? Literally, if it just popped the monster without having to do the attack stat nonsense, I think this would be an actually okay card. As is, you're going to have to make sure you're making this with a pretty big stat monster, and we don't have Block Dragon anymore. Unless this is a signal that Block Dragon's coming back. If Block Dragon's coming back, then I think this card's actually fine. But I don't think Block Dragon's coming back. It still seems a little bit too good to me. Like, you have to understand, yeah, the Dragon Rulers all came back. Block Dragon is a better Dragon Ruler. It's like way better than the Dragon Rulers. It just requires there be a critical mass of good rock cards to take advantage of that, and now there is. So this is not particularly good, I don't think. All right, next up we have a New Year's card. This is not going to be good. It's just a V-Jump promo, and it's just a New Year's card. It's just like a funny little haha. It is a light beast though, which means it does work with the ancient fairy dragon stuff. 1500, 300 defense, tuner. It's Uka no Mitsune no Tamayura. I think I got that. You can only use I probably got the cadence wrong. You can only use the first and second effect. If you control a level 4 or lower light beast, plant, or fairy monster. Okay, so interesting that this is like the New Year's card, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be. Interesting that the New Year's card is like, maybe it's just a JV Jump Pro. Maybe that has nothing to do with New Year's, because it is just ancient fairy dragon support, because it has this tri-type. They're like, I actually kind of like this, that they're designing a whole bunch of new tri-types, and some of them kind of intersect with each other. I like this. I think this is really interesting. You can special summon this card from the hand. Monster Synchro summon with this card using this card's material gains this effect. 500 defense. Your opponent can target this defense position card with card effects. Wow, it really is support for Ancient Fairy Dragon. This is I don't know if I'd say it's good, but it is very targeted. It is a free special summon, so it is like a free extender. That's not awful, at least. And the other effects are kind of like icing on the gravy kind of thing. Icing on the gravy. Icing on the gravy. Oh, man. So yeah, that's the icing on the gravy. Getting the extra defense and making it not be able to be targeted, which is in a card that you want to keep in defense position, especially because the new one has the effect that lets you attack in defense position. So that's pretty good. This seems all right for that, but I don't think that strategy is good enough to warrant anything at all. Unfortunately. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Regenesis. So these are a series of cards that are Jewish themed, which means they're about to reveal just how bad of a Jew I am. I'm not gonna catch a lot of these references, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I will say though, I really hope so. Like, how do I want to phrase this? Konami has done Judaism in the past, in a kind of weird way with the dual terminal lore, and that managed to make it past the censors. I'm not sure if this is going to, because these seem a lot more upfront. Now, obviously, the that part's fine, but it's the fact that it's called Regenesis, and then it's Bereshit, which you guys can see is Jewish, named after the Jewish name of the Book of Genesis, Bereshit, but it's not actually spelled like that. I don't know why they didn't spell it out. Like they put all the fucking kanji, but they didn't actually spell out the proper or put the Hebrew in there. There's like supposed to be an apostrophe in here. I think right around here, Bereshit, I think is more like what is accurately supposed to be. I'm not sure on that. I'm a very bad Jew, but it means in the beginning. It's yeah. So I will point out, and so to continue that point, these cards are like absolutely not going to keep these names. Do not get attached to these names. I don't know if Genesis might be kept in because Genesis is also a general word that people use. There ain't no way Bereshit's being kept in. I mean, maybe it will be, because while they do tend to file the serial numbers off of Christian symbology, they tend to ignore a lot of other religions that do get included. I'm just not sure on this one. Judaism is a big enough one and a popular, like it's got a lot of recognizers. People might recognize it a lot more, so the TCG might file some of these names off. I'm not sure on this one. I feel like it's in danger of not keeping these names. I'm not even sure if Genesis is going to stay on, especially because Genesis is one that Christians will also recognize. I don't know. But enough of that. Let's actually talk about the cards themselves. So we have a guy. All right, this is a level 7 Fire Warrior, 25/25. You can only special summon this card with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second and third effects each once per turn. If a monster with 2,500 original attack or defense is on field, you special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Simple enough. Quick effect, you could tribute this card. So these guys are going to be pretty decent extenders for theoretical things. Like, these can work for, well, assuming the rest of them have effects like this. So let's just, in this case, just say this guy works for Kashtira, Dragon Rulers, because it doesn't work for Dragon Rulers because it's not a dragon, but it works for Dragon Rulers in the fact that it's a level 7 extender that can summon itself to the field, although not all the Dragon Rulers have that much in the stat lines. I think do all of them have it? No, because some of them have just under the amount of attack, and so they don't have enough defense to count. Yeah. Anyways, you contribute this card, quick effect, and target one monster your opponent controls, return it to the hand. That's neat. That's like not bad, especially for something you can just get out for free. Obviously, you probably want to use this material, but that's still like an interesting thing you could do with it as well. During your opponent's end phase, this card in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you could add it to your hand. Now that's quite strong. That is quite strong. Yeah. I assume... Well, it can't be a starter. It's not... why is it the guy who's named after Genesis not a starter? That's weird. I guess they're all named after Genesis too. But this one's particularly named after Genesis. This is, again, a situation of naming your monster Dark Magician, the Magician of Black Magic. Like, oh, it's Genesis, Warrior Genesis, you know? But whatever. Let's continue going, or else we'll be here all night. Genesis Sage Shemot. What is Shemot? The Jewish name for the book of Exodus, Shemot, and means names. Oh, book of names. Okay, book of names. Level 7 water spellcaster. Oh, and it's Exodus, so he's breaking the... Oh, the 2 strands of water is the breaking of the red... Oh, okay. Wow. What is... I guess this kind of looks like a big bang behind him. And then like the formation of a planet. Okay, all right. Flavorful wise, I think these are kind of working. For me, a very unknowledgeable Jewish convert, I really need to get better about this. Very, very belated Hanukkah present, by the way. 25/25, you only special this card with the first effect, the 2 effect, second and third effects once per turn. Monster with 25, yep, it has the same summoning effect. Okay, cool. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you send one other Regenesis card from hand or face-up field to the graveyard, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Okay, so it's another level 7 extender, and it has a negate on it, and all it requires is a Regenesis card in hand or on the field. And of course, these things in the end phase go to the hand if they're in the graveyard. These are reminding me a bit of Horus. Of course, these are level 7, so they're more like Cashier, but they're like Horus in the way that they can recur themselves and then summon themselves back again and again and again. And like Horus, they also lose to Dimension Shifter. So keep that in mind. All right. Regenesis Dragon Vayikra. Leviticus. Okay. I don't know why a dragon is Leviticus, but sure. Because Leviticus has a lot of nasty stuff in it. I think that's the implication here. I have to assume. Level 8 Wind Dragon. Ooh, 8. Okay, so it also has level 8, like rank 8 stuff. So it is like, it has a Horus like implication as well. Interesting. 25/25, you only special summon with the first effect as one per turn. Again. Okay, 2500 of original attack and defense, special summon it from your hand. So it still has that, despite being a new, like this new level 8 line. Quick effect, you control this card and target when spell trap your opponent controls, banish it. Alright, that's not awful. I do think that's actively worse as the ones previously, although I guess returning to hand versus banishing a spell trap, that's kind of even. During your opponent's end phases cards, yeah, since it returns to hand. There's a lot of just repeated effects here. Oh, and this one's an evil dragon. Regenesis Archfiend Bemidbar. Book of Numbers. Okay, Book of Numbers. Evil dragon. I don't know why. Level 8 Earth. So these have all had different attributes, right? Like Kashtira and like the Dragon Rulers and like Horus too, right? All the Horus guys are different attributes too. And typings. All of these have been different typings as well. So makes it a little less weak to like Super Poly and stuff like that. I actually like, so it's going to have less of, it could do less typing synergies, but I think these types of archetypes are also really interesting in their own way. Especially this card, yep. Here's a starter. If this card is normal, well, I guess it still requires you to have a card on field to summon, but I assume there's going to be a spell trap that does that for us. You special summon this card from your hand by revealing... Oh, wait, I did this. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Regenesis card from your deck or banishment to your hand, except for this one. Banishment is neat because these guys are going to get banished frequently. During your opponent's end phase, the cards in the graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay. I just bumped my mouse into my other mouse for no reason. Oh, and we have one more. Regenesis God. I don't think you can be doing that. That's what the Jewish God looks like. You can't be doing that. They better not call this card what I think they're going to call it. If they don't steer clear of the religious stuff, as I suspect they might. Deuteronomion. It named after Deuteronomy, but Deuteronomion. I think it's Deuteronomion. That sounds like a really weird. Well, it can't be a Digimon because it doesn't have Mon. It has Eon on the end, but it sounds like a really weird Pokemon. Deuteronomion. 25. Ooh, wait, this has different text. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon from your hand by banishing a face-up monster you control with 2500 original attack and defense. Can only special summon one, Regenesis God Deuteronomion once per turn this way. You know what cards... Oh, it has original attack and defense. Have these been or? Yeah, okay, so this one is and. So this actually, I was about to say this works with the branded, because I thought it was or, but no, it does not work with the branded because it says and. Those all have 2500, 3000. So that's unfortunate. You discard a special summon, you can set one Regenesis spell trap from your deck. Okay, there's another searcher. And it dodges Ash, gains 2,500 attack during the battle phase only. This card attacks a defense position monster to inflict piercing battle damage. Wait a minute. Is this another goddamn motherfucking 25th anniversary thing? Is that why they're obsessed with 25? We are entering the 3rd year of the 25th anniversary, and we are still getting new cards that are 25th anniversary themed. Ah, man. Why? So this card is, well, I was about to say this card is bad, but you need it to get the spell traps. Does this other one, it just adds a card, so maybe you can just use that. It has 2 searchers. That's pretty nice. 2 searchers is pretty decent. Wait, it can't be, must be special when, not even must be. Okay. All right, so now we have just Regenesis. This card is just called Regenesis. We're just doing Genesis over again. Let's start over. Konami said, fuck this gay Chunga's life. Let's start over again. Okay. Regenesis, normal spell card. I assume this is going to be the most important card of the deck since it's named after the archetype. You can only use the first and second. Take one Regenesis monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Or if you control a Regenesis monster, you can add one monster with 2500 attack and defense from your deck to your hand instead. I don't know. I didn't load this up ahead of time. Sorry for the flashbang. Oh, I don't want that. What I want is to go here. 2500. And of course it gets all the, oh no, it actually does make an archetype out of all these fuckers. Oh no, it makes it really easy to make all the fucking 25th anniversary quarter century exclusive cards. If any of those are any good at all, this is disastrous. It lets you get Vala. It lets you get Fire Engine, Galactic Spiral Dragon, Odd Eyes Wizard Dragon. What the fuck is this card? World Armor. And then that's it. Or wait, no. Oh shit, Fleur-de-Lis. Tree Mids for the rock card we just got too. Veasel, Ice Jade, this fucker. Ooh, the Prediction Princess card. Those cards are neat. I wish they were better. Abyss Dragon, no, come on. Iris Sword Soul, no, you cannot be adding more consistency than Arcana Force. I don't think this will be good, but it might be. It's something you could do. I don't know if it'll be good. Nimlaria, that's fun. Oh, I'm not playing Destroy Dynamo. A Hamp, I don't think is good enough. I don't think anyone cares about this Magical Musketeer. It's the one nobody cares about. Oh shit, Gragweagdoll. Oh shit, Gragweagdoll is a 25/25. Oh, okay. All right. Branded time, baby. Asku Pisku. Okay. Well, that could be really annoying depending on how well this does. And what all the other cards do that we're about to see. Ooh, boy, I don't like this. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it, then target one Regenesis monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Okay, so that gets you... Okay, so you can use it to search a Regenesis monster or send one to grave to set up this to special summon it from the grave, and then you can summon the Regenesis monster in your hand if you searched one, or if you happen to have one in hand, you can start it. Okay, and then you can make plays. What plays? That's up to you, baby. We don't need to print extra deck monsters anymore. We have so many generics you can play instead. And you're just going to do that anyway, so why bother? Tora Regenesis. You cannot be calling this Tora Regenesis! There's no way. So I was not sure about the rest of them. There is absolutely no way this is being called Tora Regenesis in the TCG. Mark my fucking word. There is no fucking way it's being called that. They are censoring that to hell and back. It's going to be called something like Big Book of Regenesis or something. I don't know. Anything other than Tora Regenesis. Quick play spell card. You can only use the first second. You can't switch over the extra deck except or until the end of the next turn after this effect resolves. Really? Ew. Also special summon one Regenesis monster in your deck, but send it to the graveyard during your opponent's end phase. So I guess the idea is you're supposed to be just playing the Regenesis cards. Because the Regenesis cards all have like interactions and such. So they're kind of, you don't need to go into the extra deck. They are extra deck pieces of themselves. But this is the only card that locks you from doing that? So who gives a shit? I just won't play this card. Simple as. It doesn't even seem particularly good. All it does is special summon a Regenesis monster from the deck and then sends it to the grave. Did I read the second effect? During the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, target when you banish Regenesis monster, special summon it. It's 2 special summons, but not on the same turn. It's like fine, but the extra deck lock makes me think I can do without it. I can do plenty fine without it. All right, Continuous Trap, Regenesis Birth. You get that Genesis and Birth are like synonyms, right? Again, Dark Magician, Magician of Black Magic, Archfiend Eater of Nefariousness, Nefarious Archfiend Eater of Nefarious. You know, it's this. We've got this like brain worm of repetitive names. You can only use one of the first and second fixes card per turn, and only once that turn. You can send one Regenesis monster from the deck to the graveyard, then target one face-up monster opponent controls, change it to face-down defense position. It's Book of Moon. It's Book of Moon. It's Book of Moon. It's also Foolish Burial, but it's like slow Foolish Burial, and it's slow Book of Moon. Okay, during your opponent's turn, you can send this face-up card for your spell trap zone to the graveyard. Special summon as many Regenesis monsters with different names as possible in your hand, graveyard, or banishment. Send them to the graveyard during the end phase. Now that's interesting. Fucking Soul Charge? Now that I can get behind. If you have... Oh, you know, these might go crazy in Centurion. Just like 8 bodies. If you could just get the level 4 synchro or tuners on field over and over again, you can make so many level 12 synchros. You'll make so many level 12 synchros you won't know what to make anymore because you've run out of good ones. You could run these in 3 axis to make Trident Dragion. Borrow it from a friend. I gotta be honest. I think like the most common thing, or I guess you could make like a level 10 too, because there are 7s in here as well. I forgot about that. There are 7s. You can make Trident Dragion in Centurion, except you can't because it's not dragons. You need a dragon tuner for Dragion. But no, seriously though, like I don't actually know if this card is good. It's good, obviously. It's like it's got good words on it. The text on it is good. I don't know if you play this. Cause like making Ixies with these guys, right? They're giant bodies, they're giant level 8 and level 7 bodies. I'm making Ixies with these guys. I'm taking the 2 level 8s and I'm making the vampire, zombie vampire. I'm taking the 2 level 8s and I'm taking a Horus card and I'm making Coach Giant Trainer. I'm actually cutting these guys and playing Horus instead, I think. Sorry for the click there, but I'm realizing I don't think you can play these with Kashtira. Oh, Scareclaw Kashtira works. It has 2600 defense. Fenrir doesn't because it's 2424. Arise Heart doesn't. Wait, no, it's not over. It has to be exactly 25. One of the stats has to be exactly 25. Unicorn. There we go. I mean, yeah, Unicorn's already. Sorry, wrong tab. Went back to the year-end card. New Year card. Ugh. One of them has to be exactly 25. Kashtira Unicorn fits that bill. None of the others do. Kashtira Unicorn is already like such a linchpin for the, like, if you have Kashtira Unicorn, you're already making rank 7s. I don't think these are going to be the difference maker for Kashtira coming back or anything. I think the difference maker for Kashtira coming back would be Arise Heart getting unbanned. And then, like, as far as 8s go, I don't actually think. No, actually, I think Horus does have a 25, right? Yeah, Kebasenuef is a 25. It's a 24. Yeah, it's just Kebasenuef. But you get all of them pretty easily in Horus. So that's not a huge issue. Huh. These are like worse Kashtira, worse Horus. But if you end up having like too much material to do anything with, they do also make end board pieces. Like, theoretically, you could run what's his face. What's one of the levels? Any of them, really, because you have, like, in Kashtira, you could run some of these guys just to use as an end board piece. Are any of these worth running as an end board piece just on their own? As like draw, if you draw it, you get it. Da, 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 da. Return to hand. That's like fine. This is the negate, but it requires another Regenesis card in hand or face up field. Can just be cards. So that's interesting. Banish a spell trap. I don't think that's worth it. And then this one doesn't do any of that. It's a search instead. And then this one also doesn't do anything. I hate to say it for the Jewish archetype, but I don't think these are particularly good. There's like something here. I think the most interesting thing about these is that you can just run 3 Regenesis and then have a free guy. Because there's nothing stopping you from doing this all in one turn. You can take a Regenesis monster from your deck, send it to the graveyard, special summon it. It's like 3 Regenesis, 1 guy, and then you have a free body of either level 8 or level 7. And if you want, you can use this one that adds a Regenesis card from deck or banishment and have another free body. You could like run... What is this one? This one's an 8, so you got to run the other one. Or you can just run 2 of the same guy, frankly. It doesn't matter that much. because you can only use the special summon effect once per turn, but that doesn't say anything about special summoning once per turn. So you can special summon 2 of these guys per turn, it just has to be with 2 different effects. So you could just run 2 of this guy, 3 of this guy, and then have a free level 8, which gets you zombie vampire and then gets you milling. So this actually could be an interesting tech for tier limit. I actually think that's a really interesting thing. It's just like a 3 of for the cost of 2 bricks, and honestly that's not awful. Or it's just like something you can do to extend your Horus plays in like bad situations. Like you still run the Horus stuff, but this helps you extend your Horus plays just a little bit to get to the zombie vampire. And so you just run the one guy as just like a 1 extra extender. Let me I mean, there wasn't anything in the 25s that was particularly interesting, I don't think. Right? That 25. Well, you know, it only searches 25s, right? The search effect. 25 and 25. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it has to be 25. Oh, I'm writing 35. I can't back up. I have to, oop, there I go again. 25. I did not want to do 800, but okay. 25. Not worth living in. Oh, or maybe it's for 2025. Maybe that's what it is. It's 25 for 2025 and not for the 25th anniversary. That could be something. Oh, it could be something interesting for nah, I don't think it's going to be anything interesting for Generator. Although it is a free rank 8. I just... Because you only get the search if you control a Regenesis monster already. So you have to already have one on the field. So I don't think this search effect is going to do you anything. Unless you've already gotten Vala on the field. Or I guess maybe some of the generators might have 25 or 25. You know what I'm saying? So maybe one of them would let you get on the field. I don't remember the exact numbers for all the generators. So maybe it could be like something to extend with generators. Maybe that one feels like a bit of a stretch. I'm just going through quickly again. I don't think the fleur-de-lis part is anything. Oh, Quiritis. There's like some funny cards you could use as the material to make this big guy, but I don't think the big guy is worth it in any way, shape, or form, so who gives a shit? I don't think Prediction Princess is anything. The Fiend is probably not anything because the Arcana 4 stuff is good, but not that good. I'm not particularly... it's just not going to let me see the second page. That's cool. I'm not particularly concerned about it, but I could be convinced, maybe. I don't think... Okay. I don't think this does anything. I'm locking it in. I think these cards are fine. But fine does not cut it anymore, right? These cards need to be insane. Maybe there's another wave that we're expecting, or we will be expecting soon, that'll make them better. I have to imagine not, frankly, because we have a card that locks you out of the extra deck, and that makes me suspect that these are not going to get much better. Like, the way to make these cards better is to make the payoffs better, I imagine. Well, I mean, I guess like a better starter might be good too. Like something that actually like starts your play. Instead of just Regenesis. Regenesis releases the only thing that actually starts your play. Whereas everything else is like, you have to have something on the field already, please. That's as a deck. As a engine, I feel like there's some potential, but not as much as you might think. I think mostly what you're going to be seeing is an easy rank 8 engine with... Wait, no, it's except for this, so you can't... It's going to have to be... Sorry for that. There's going to be 3 of this guy, 1 of this guy, and 1 of this guy. Not Not this one, because even though... Wait, this is a 10 anyways. Who gives a shit about it? So yeah, it's going to have to be... I forgot that this guy has a little effect text that says, except Regenesis Archfiend Bamidbar. Bamidbar. If you made a comment about that, I got your ass. I got your ass. I already checked. Anyways. So you'd have to be... I could see like a rank 8 engine of 3 of this card, 1 of Bamidbar, and 1 of Vaikra. That's like something, but I don't think it's great. I guess you could also go Shemat instead of Vaikra and have like... I know obviously the 7 and the 8 don't do anything together, but you have 2 Regenesis cards on field, thus having an Omni Negate with a pop. And that's not nothing. That's actually kind of interesting also. That's like pretty easy to do. Yeah, that's like a 3... I mean, granted, it's only 3 cards. If we get more ways to... I feel like if we get more ways to grab Regenesis that don't involve playing this piece of crap, we actually could see just like a Regenesis engine that is 3 of that, 1 of this guy to make rank 8s, or 1 of Shamat to make the negate. That's actually quite interesting. There's like little bits of sauce in here. I also like, maybe there's something you can do with just like having this kind of free material, but I don't know about that. Like it's like link summon stuff, but I don't know. I mean, like, is a free level 8 dragon something? Is a free level 8 fiend something? Is a free level 7 spellcaster something? Is a free level 7 warrior something? Those might be the things to consider. I don't know about that. But these have been like a tough one to evaluate. I think my opinion about the deck as a whole, I think, stands. It's just like, it's not nothing. It's like just nothing. Especially if you're going to try and run Torah, which I cannot believe I'm saying run Torah. What's next? We're going to be running the menorah. Are we going to be running Shabbat? Like, but if you're running this, like, I think the deck is honestly really bad. Otherwise, it's got some, you know, it's just like a bad version of things that already exist, like Horus or Kashtira, as far as like rank 7 engines and rank 8 engines. But I think there's some really small, tiny little packages you could make out of it that might prove to be interesting. And that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I've yapped about these way too much. Let's recap everything else. So first up, we had the Evil Hero card, which is cute. I think it's fine. I think it might be good. Hero is such a pile that I cannot tell you what any card is going to do for the archetype, but it seems like a decent card. These cards are bad. These cards are like really bad. I don't know why they're printing these cards, other than to be like, hey, look, it's Serpent Knight Dragon and the Flaming Pegasus. Cool. This card is also bad. It's just the same design dinosaurs have been getting for the past ever. Like, ever since Baby Sarasaurus was printed, this is all dinosaurs do. Stop it. Stop it. Please let dinosaurs do anything else. Please, God, please. This card would be good but for the fact that it requires you to do attack point shenanigans. If it was just a pop, I think it would be quite good. Otherwise, I think it's fine. You're probably going to have an okay attack stat going in here, and you'll be able to pop some things. But not everything, just some things. And then this card's like a crazy card for Ancient Fairy Dragon, I think, but also that deck's not very good, so your mileage may vary. All right, and then of course I've talked way too much about these cards, so I'm not going to recap them. God, 45 minutes? Are you kidding me? Whew, boy, I've got a lot of editing to do. A lot of releases coming out this month. Both the Lestral's Moonrise set and Supreme Darkness in the TCG. And my back has been injured since the first, so it's been hard to get editing done until now. So I gotta get going. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a great new year. I think this is the first react I've done for the new year. Thanks so much for a great year last year. I really appreciate everyone coming around, and I hope you have a good new year. And if you haven't already, check out my podcast, The Kaijus and the Details, over on Thempod, Ian, or in all the podcast apps you choose, because we finally did Godzilla, the original Godzilla. It's a great episode. I highly suggest you go check it out, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about these down below. I'll see you in the next one. Shabbat Shalom. Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, maybe share the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Haru Hayes, Fleakill, Frog Prince Michael, Jeremy Coatney, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizuni. A big thanks to all my other patrons and unto my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!